Geez, I thought you guys all hid behind bushes.
What do you make of Tākuta Ferris keeping his social media posts up?
Look, I actually am starting to feel sorry for him. When he came in, he seemed like a decent but slightly naive guy. I think the pressure of Parliament has got to him, and it might be a good time for his welfare actually to step down. He's just a person who, liked being out fishing on his boats, probably had a few fringe racist views. It was okay, I guess, but now he's in Parliament. It's really getting quite embarrassing, and I suspect he's not coping very well with the pressure of it.
I mean, what would you do if you apologised on behalf of one of your MPs and they defied you?
Well, probably sack them, but here's the difference. I try and set the best standards I can. His leaders frequently say racist things themselves, and then they say he can't say it, and a little bit like a toddler who sees their parents being naughty, he says, well, why can't I? Folks, I also just wonder how much interest there is in the momentous introduction of a Members' Bill by ACT MP Cameron Luxton, which simply states that people making decisions in local government should themselves be elected. There's been too many examples of people appointed who then get to vote even though no one voted for them. Cameron Luxton's Members' Bill will fix that. It's part of a joint announcement between ACT and ACT Local as our candidates take on the polls up and down New Zealand in councils where people are looking for a much better choice to represent them, control their rates and allow them to drive their cars again. I think it's incredibly important. I also hope that the New Zealand media will see the importance for free speech in the world of Charlie Kirk's assassination. This is a tragic and ironically tragic illustration of why free speech is not violence. We just saw the difference. Free speech is when you share ideas and receive ideas and are able to be part of a contest where we get to a better understood world in the future. What this guy has done is meeting free speech with real violence, and that should hopefully help people to finally see the difference between free speech and physically stopping someone's speech.
What's the hold-up coming to a conclusion on the Natural Hazards Commission levy increase?
That discussion is ongoing. I'm waiting to see some more meetings which have been scheduled. It's just a matter of those meetings taking place.
So who do you need to meet with?
With other ministers.
Right, so is there disagreement between ministers as to what to do with that levy?
No, I don't think there's disagreement. There's actually a will to get agreement. So.
Right, so do you think, will the levy go up?
Look, I think that's highly likely given the pressures that the global insurance industry is under. Levies are having to arise everywhere because there's more cost from payouts. On the other hand, people are also under huge pressure in their household budgets.
So, but the levy will go up?
Look, I think that is the most likely outcome, yes.
You're just talking about the death of Charlie Kirk. Does ACT intend to put forward a motion in the House to acknowledge this or debate this?
We have done that. Labor and the Greens refused to agree. They, for some reason, don't want to discuss this, and I think that's a real shame on behalf of Labor and the Greens.
Why do you think that, obviously a tragedy when anyone dies, especially in these circumstances, people do die a lot. There are other political assassinations and things that have taken place that haven't been acknowledged in the House. What makes you feel so strongly about this one that you would like
It's the bitter and tragic irony that a person promoting free speech over political violence was subject to political violence. It's resonating deeply with New Zealanders. I'm hearing a lot about it. You're seeing a lot of New Zealanders out on social media talking about this because they recognise when somebody's ability to speak freely, to impart information, to receive information, as our own Bill of Rights says, is shut down at the barrel of a gun. That is something that harms all of us. And while it may be in another country, just the bitter irony and the symbolism of it has struck a chord with New Zealanders. As the New Zealanders House of Representatives, we should be talking about this.
And obviously you're saying your motion hasn't succeeded there. Is there another way in which you think that this passing or this incident should be acknowledged or noted in New Zealand?
Normally we're quite sporting. If someone asks to have a motion without notice, without debate, it takes a few seconds and it recognises something important to another party. We generally work on the basis we'll say yes to that, but actually, they've not taken that view. All right, folks, thank you very much. Cheers.